Good morning and happy Thursday to you all. Well, last week on the flyer, Freshco did have the eye-around subprimals on sale. And so we went out and bought a couple because today Eric and I are going to make some Dr. Pepper beef jerky. As you can see, I'm already starting to slice it. You want to slice it nice and thin. And it works much better that way. I'm just going to get my tripod set up here. Of course, today we're filming with the DJI. Like I say, you want with the DJI Action 5 camera, you want to get these nice and thin. They'll dehydrate much better. They're little bite-sized pieces, And I really don't care if you cut with the grain or against the grain. It doesn't really matter. Here's Eric right now, but this makes an excellent beef jerky because it's the combination of the sweet, which is the Dr. Pepper and the brown sugar, and the jalapenos, which add this really wonderful bite to it. And like I say, it's so easy to prepare that you will have no problem putting this together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish jerky slicing these, and Eric is going to cook everybody breakfast, and we'll get to the next stage in just a little while. So hang tough and we'll get this all done for you. So as you can see, I'm slicing this as thin as I can. You can buy jerky slicers, and they're pretty reasonably priced, I guess. If you want to make a lot of it, and you want to make a commercial living out of it. You don't necessarily need a dehydrator. There can be, it can be done in the oven. It's just that dehydrators are far more practical. We have a big Corsi dehydrator. There, Eric and I purchased a few years back, and it works really, really well. And you find that so you want to get, like I say, this as thin as possible, because it takes a little less time in the dehydrator. You're not having as chewy a bite. And again, the eye around is a wonderful cut of meat. It can be tough, but it's also extremely lean. And if you want to leave the fat back on it, that's fine too, because when you're getting it for $3.99 or $4.99 a pound, it's versatile. You can use it for stewing beef or whatever it is that you're going to do. But again, today we're going to make Dr. Pepper beef jerky. I've cut my beef, and Eric's just about finished cooking breakfast, so we're going to get this done. I'm going to put this back in the fridge because it's always important to keep your meat cold. And the fat back, this is what the fat back come off the back, we'll save for sausage when we do some beef sausages, so that we have a fat component on it. Well, here we are, and as you can see, Erich is now slicing up the jalapeno peppers. These 4. We don't take the seeds out because the seeds add that extra little bit of heat to the marinade, and you can give the whole things down. So now, in this recipe, we don't use any brown sugar at all because the 2 cans of Dr. Pepper will provide the sugar required to do this. We're also not going to use any cure at all. There's no need to use the cure. We have a choice between smoking this or putting it in the dehydrator. I'm thinking the best method would be to dehydrate, as it slowly it allows a little bit more cooking time at a lower temperature, which will also make the jerky a little bit more tender. Eye brown tends to be tough, but it's great for stewing beef and stuff like that. And it's also great for jerky because it's an extremely lean cut. And like I say, when you get to the point where you can get your eye brown at $4 a pound as a subprimal, that's definitely the way to go. It's always great to have a chef in the family. And he's done that now, so he's going to stick that into the pot. Just going to put that back there. Sorry, Erich. Okay, and to that he's going to add 2 cans of Dr. Pepper. So he's going to put 2 cans of Dr. Pepper in there, and that's the sugar content. Okay, yeah. You want 1 tablespoon of coarse salt. 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Better make it 4 because we don't have any white pepper, so we'll just use black. A teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder. Now this you'd normally call for soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, but Sarah's allergic to fish, and so she would not be able to eat it otherwise. But, so we leave the Worcester off, but please do use the Worcester sauce. It's great with beef. And one of the garlic powder. And 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, so what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be taking this and we're going to bring it to not a hard boil, but enough for all the flavors to combine. And that'll be our marinade. You don't want to boil it too much, simply because of the fact is the Dr. Pepper will begin to caramelize and not sink into the meat as well as we would like. But there we go. So once that's done, we're going to be adding that beef in that marinade into the bag of meat that we have, and we're going to let it sit for 2 days to marinate, and then we're going to be taking out the dehydrator again and setting it up for 6 hours and dehydrate our beef jerky. Thank you, Chef Erich. Oh. So anyway, we'll be coming back with the dehydrator in a couple of days. We hope you enjoy this recipe because it makes some excellent beef jerky with the Dr. Pepper.